Warning.
Please consult your physician before indulging in double-dose digital content. Side effects may include excessive binge watching and long hours of exposure to light-emitting devices.
Hey yo, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy FILS. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a hip-hop head, an artist, a fitness enthusiast, and most importantly, a knowledge seeker. Now, before I welcome y'all to my saucy new podcast, I want to give a big shout out to Cookie, my sister, because, if she didn't tell me and push me to do the whole podcast, I wouldn't really do it, because she saw me go through the whole journey of me being a fat to being a fit person, because I did learn a lot. She saw me go through the whole process and she was like, yo, you have so much knowledge about fitness. I think you need to do this. Also, I need to give a shout out to MC Hype, man. So I met him for the first time ever at this event, and it was a hip hop event and we had a small show. I don't recall where it was actually, but so we got to talking, it was like, yo, you FILS, right? And blah, 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 blah. And we were started talking and I was telling him about my fitness journey. He was like, and I was like, yo, man, this is what happened. I've learned a lot. And he was asking me yo, what do I need to eat? And in order for me to be fit, and I need to learn more. And what is the good time to eat what? And do you do keto diet? We had a conversation about veganism because I did go vegan for over 6 months. And he was like, yo, man, you have so much knowledge. You need to start a podcast. Well, that's how my whole idea to do a podcast came about. Let me take you guys back in the day, when I was when I was 15, 16. That's when I joined the gym for the first time because, I was fat, right? So I went into the gym, had no clue what was happening, bro. All I ever did was the trainer came, big dude, bang, hefty motherfucker, He came through and he was like, yo, you need to do this, you need to do that. And that's what I did. If he tells me more reps, that's what I'm gonna do. So I worked out and it was going good. Was I losing fat? Was I getting fit? No. And I was always wondering, yo, man, I'm giving a lot of time in the gym, but I'm not really getting fit. What's the problem? That's because I did go to the gym and hit all the machines, did what he told me to do, but I never followed a good diet plan. And that's the most important thing in fitness. 60 to 80% of fitness depends on what you eat, right? Nutrition is the most important thing. If you're trying to get lean and trying to get shredded or trying to get fit, whatever you're trying to do, even if you're trying to get big, if you're trying to be a power lifter, it's important that your nutrition is on point. You need to eat more of what you need, or you need to eat less of what you need. If you're shredding, for example, if you're trying to shred, you need less carbs. Ideal amount of carbs, not less carbs, ideal amount of carbs and high amount of protein so that, you can cut your body fat with your workouts. You're properly fueled for your body. So, like I was saying back in the day, man, I never really cared. I used to go out partying, drinking, smoking, getting live with my homies, right? And that really didn't do a lot even with my workout. So it got to a point where I was really frustrated and I was like, yo, man, yo, FILS. I looked in the mirror. I was like, yo, you need to do something, man. You're working out, you're putting in all this effort, but you're still a fat right? So I was like, I need to do something. That's when I started researching about different diet plans, about nutrition, protein, carbs, fats, and it was a plethora of knowledge, which, well, it was hard at first because, man, the amount of websites and YouTube channels I had to go through, damn, man, you don't want to do that, bro. That's too much work. So after all of that, 3 years down the line, I put myself together, became a vegan. For 6 months, because of a friend. She told me yo, you gotta check this out because veganism, it's good for the planet, and which is very true. And also it's gonna give you a healthier lifestyle. So what I did was, I became vegan for 6 months, and guess what? I went from 96 kgs to 65 kgs, which was insane in a period of like 4 to 6 months, right? So like it happened slowly. Like 6 to 7 months I was like underweight and I was skinny. Like, bro, I went to Zara and I was trying on a skinny pants, bro. Like, it looked like my pelvis had toothpicks, bro. Like, what are you doing, right? That's how it was, man. Like, I put on the pants and like there's my hip and toothpicks. Like, it was 2 sticks, like, and I had shoes. Like, imagine 2 toothpicks and you keep like a pair of Nikes on them. What would you look like? That's what I looked like, bro. Like, legit. And I was like, bro, like, yeah, cool, you lost weight, but now you look like you're anorexic. I'm like, okay, so that means veganism, it did its part. I did feel healthy, but I found that even veganism had its flaws. Maybe I wasn't doing it right. I'm not a scientist, man. Like, I'm not a nutritionist either. So this is what I learned through my experiences. So I became vegan and I was, like, I lost all that weight. So what I wanted to do after that was like, this was a point in my life where I wasn't like really, like mentally good. Like, I had like a lot of distractions. I was in a toxic relationship. I was, going through a rough patch and I got fat, got out of the relationship, took a drastic step, which was like turn to veganism. Now, this made me lose a lot of weight. I became anorexic, to be honest. I wouldn't say skinny or fit. I was anorexic. I was a skinny piece of shit, right? So, well, I was like, then that was a point when I got accepted for my master's degree in Denver. So, you know what? I was happy about it though, because I'm skinny, not a fat, and I was like flying off to the US, that was skinny is always better than fat. So I used to fit better in my clothes, like felt better about it. Kind of like a model, what I'm talking about. So, I felt good. I was looking good in like almost everything that I was wearing. So I felt really good about myself, even though I was a skinny piece of shit. So I went to Denver and I was still following my vegan lifestyle. And then, man, I went into the cafeteria, and I was indulging in some if you know what I mean. If you know, you know. Well, and man was feeling good, right? So I went into my canteen and I was like, I smell like really good bacon, fam. Like, I'm not even joking. The bacon smells so good. That's it, bro. I was not vegan anymore, right? So that was the end of veganism. Like, I was out. I'm like, you know what, bro? I'm done with the whole vegan stuff. Because that bacon was dank enough for me to go back to eating meat, right? Okay, now let me put this in perspective. Still, you got to take care of your environment. Eat meat delicately. Yeah, you got to be delicate with your meat eating habits. Have it once a week. That's the ideal way to do it. So, even though I broke my whole veganism phase, I was still eating healthy. I was still working out. I used to go to the gym every 3 to 4 days. I used to still eat healthy foods, like have a lot of eggs in the morning. I used to have like broccoli, mushroom omelets in the morning. Still, like less on carbs, only carbs on, like if I'm doing a major muscle group. And I was still pretty healthy, but I wasn't like all the way there yet. And then I flew back to Dubai, and I was like, okay, I need to get this straight, right? Because everything was messed up, my eating habits, my sleep cycle. Man, jet lag is you get it, right? And I came back, I needed to get myself together. So that's when I started doing even more research, and I started doing this thing where I kept majority of my eating habits. Like, I picked a lot of stuff from veganism. Like, you gotta know, like, I started eating cleaner foods when I was vegan, like raw vegetables and raw fruits, a lot of good nutrition. Like, instead of eating, because back in the day I used to eat like candy and a lot of chips and french fries and fast food, which was terrible. But now my eating habits have changed to to a completely different factor where whenever I was craving candy, I used to go and eat an apple or, bananas or a fruit salad, which is definitely more healthier, right? So now what I did was I slowly started incorporating white meats and, and in turn slowly started learning more and started experimenting with different diet plans like keto and carb cycling, and which we will definitely get more into in the future podcast, right? So this was me just giving you a background story from where I got. So after that, 2 to 3 months down the line, so I went from a 63 to 64 to a solid 69. All right. So now I was like in good shape. Like I was still a bit underweight according to the BMI, but you don't really need to look at that very heavily. Like I felt good. I looked great. I had 6-pack shit. If I had to look back, I think I had 8, bro. Like I think I had 12 by now, bro. Now I'm pushing it, right? So I had like a really good physique. I was looking good. I was feeling great. I felt like I could take on the world. Now what I was doing, I was strength training. So I wanted to put on more muscles. So I started increasing my protein intake, having great foods like Greek yogurt, and a lot of chicken, avocado shakes, protein shakes. I was supplementing. See, the thing is, like, I was not very heavy into supplementation. All the supplement I took was whey protein and BCAAs for like that also not like BCAAs as a pre-workout. I didn't even do pre-workouts at that time. So that's what I low-key did in order for me to get fit. So I went from fat, really, really fat, to anorexic, which is like skinny, toothpick pelvis motherfucker, to super fit. Like I felt like I was super sane, bro. I can't even joke with you right now. Like I felt amazing. I was strong. I was doing 60 bench press. When I say 60, each arm, so that's what 120 pounds. I was doing 120 pounds of bench press. I was doing 150 to 160 kg deadlifts. Man, I was feeling amazing at that point, right? And then I was feeling good. I was really good with myself. I used to go out there, enjoy, and I used to eat whatever I want on the weekends because cheat meals are important, right? So this is what I did. So one fine day, this is the important part. This is the juicy bit. You hear me? So one day it was me and my brother. We were out there, and this is when Endgame just came out. And I was mad hype, bro. Everybody was mad hype. Got like an early 7:30 in the morning show. Me and my brother go there. I'm feeling good. I'm fit, right? I'm like wearing tight ass t-shirts, like low key flexing a bit. Low key. Nothing too flashy, right? And I saw Endgame, and I was like, damn, what happened to Thor, man? Why? What? I understand, like, he was like depressed, but damn, he became fat. So that's when it hit me, like, yo, what if I get fat again, and I tell everything that I'm doing in order to get fit because of all the knowledge that I've accumulated over the years, and created an amazing saucy program for you guys where you can get fit with me. Therefore, I welcome you to Fit with FILS, right? So this is what I'm gonna do for you guys in my podcast. I'm gonna take you through the whole journey as I get fit, from everything. What am I eating to what are my workouts like? What do I do? Which day of the week? I'll give you more knowledge about the different nutrition, lay your foundation, make sure you know everything that you need to know to have the foundation to have an amazing physique, have a better lifestyle, have a good fitness routine, and most importantly, to be happy. So that was a little bit about myself, everything that I went through, like my little journey into fitness. And I would love for you guys to be a part of it. because I want everybody to be happy, be fit, have a great life, and most importantly, be motivated, right? Because, man, that's the hardest part. Sometimes people do feel down, but you know what you need to do? You need to get up, get your ass to the gym, eat healthy food, make sure you feel amazing at all times. And that's what I wish for you guys. So we have come to the end, and I want you guys to follow me on IG. It's at FIT with FILS to know more about the content and everything that I'm gonna put out in a bit. And I can't wait for you guys to be a part of this, and I really want to see you guys get fit with me. So I welcome you all to my brand new saucy podcast, Fit with FILS. Bam! Yo! Also, yo, hold on. Also hit a like and subscribe. Welcome to my channel, y'all. Get fit with FILS. Yo, hold up. God. Because yo, you need to know right now, I'm sitting at 85 kgs, and I'm gonna get back to being shredded and fit. So you guys can follow exactly what I'm doing and get fit. So stay tuned. Get fit with FILS, bro. And I want to welcome you all to my challenge. Wow. God damn it. Cut that out, bro. That was trash. I think that guy mixed it up. I was a skinny piece of shit. Bleep that out, bro. Right? So, it's your boy Phil signing out. Yo, hold up. Before we end this, I want to let you guys know. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and did I say subscribe?